I played a match against this really nice guy who I was like, because we got assigned on our phone. Me and Kirsty were like, maybe we can just play each other over and over again and no one will notice. But it was like legit, like you got matched against someone via the app on your phone for the thing. And I was like, oh no, Kirsty. Oh no. And she's like, oh no. Gamers, thanks for the 39 months. So I got matched against someone and I was like, I'm so sorry. I literally have never played this game before. I have no idea what anything does. So I'm really sorry, but if you can maybe just teach me what the hell is going on. Because the guy that helped Kirsty build her deck, his deck was finished. So he was also explaining how to play. But Christian was still building his deck while he was helping me. And he was having a tough time with what he got. So basically the first guy I played against was super nice and taught me how to play. And I won the first round, which he probably went a little bit easy on me and also didn't super get to pay attention to what he was doing because he was teaching me and he was a bit newer to Magic as well. He was so nice, what a nice person. I was the tourney. So it went well. So we had 2 rounds that first thing. That I played against this person. So I won the first round, and then when I sort of knew what I was doing and he could pay more attention, he won the second round. And then we had to go on to another match, and I got matched up against Wally, who is from Chad Magic. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I've never played before besides that set of rounds just before this, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing, so I might need help. And he's like, okay. And then he was super nice, from Liverpool. The Chad gamers are, the Chad Magics. And it was funny because when I played against the first person, I never drew my Prime Titan and I had like some bad hands. But when I played against Wally in the first round, I started with like a really good hand. And then I also did end up drawing the Prime Titan. And there were a couple of cards that when I put them down, Wally was like, wait, what does that do? And then he looked at it and he's like, that's crazy. And he would turn to the guy next to him and he's like, have you seen this card? And so my deck was doing pretty good. But when I put the Titan down, he's like, is that a Prime Titan? And I was like, I think so. And he was like, can I see what it does? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's ridiculous. He goes, you need to sleeve that right away. It's going to be worth money. Which I think when I first looked them up when I got home, they were like 100 quid, but I think they've gone down. But he was like, okay, great. Let me see if I can figure out how to fight against that. And then basically I put that down, and then I just had great synergy with the rest of the things that I was doing, so I won. And then he was like trying, he's like really trying, but I think I had like good hands and everything and good draws. And so like he did a decent amount of damage to me, but he was like, okay, let's do the math. And then he was like, so on my attack, I'm doing this much damage. He's like, and then on your attack next turn, you've got your Prime Titan, which is going to do this much. You've got your big chicken, which is going to do this much. You've got this much. You're going to do this much, blah, blah. He's like, so on the next turn, you'll win. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do we keep going? And he's like, well, we can just put that you won. He's like, let me double check the math. And he's like, no, you win. And I was like, okay. And so then when we did the second round, my starting hand was not great. I mostly had lands in it, which I thought would be good, and then it ended up I was not drawing anything good. But I still did okay. But we got towards the end, and they were saying like, oh, like, you've got like 4 minutes or something to wrap up your last rounds or whatever. And he had like a bunch of good stuff, and I wasn't really going anywhere, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let you attack directly or whatever, so that, because I was like, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere, so you can win. And he's like, okay, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's fine, because because I also needed to leave soon so I could get my train. But he was like, when I pulled the Primeval Titan out for the first time, and he was like, what the hell? He was like, this deck is really good. I wish I was playing with this deck. And then I was like, you can thank that guy over there. He's the one that made the deck. And he's like, which guy? And I showed him, he's like, that's my coworker. And I was like, really? And then he was like, Christian. And Christian looked at him. And Wally was like, what the hell is this deck? And then Christian looked over at me and he goes, yeah, I wish I was playing with that one. And Wally was like, Prime Titan? And Christian was like, yeah. And Wally was like, I hate you. So that was really fun. And then they were talking on Blue Sky and they were saying, I was like, it's okay, thanks for letting me win. And then they were like, no, Wally was actually really trying really hard to win. So that was really fun. And then I ended up going home. What a long day it was to go to London in the morning and take the underground for the first time. Walk to the place and then do a bunch of social shit and then go home. But it was a really fun time. It was not BM though. I was like, because I was like, I don't know what I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I got really lucky with all of my stuff, so finding a glitch, true. It was a nice time, it was really nice. I did get the rat girl. I posted some pictures on Blue Sky, and I'll turn off this light so maybe there will be less glare if I show you all of these in the sleeve thing. I've got some of these, like, big art card guys. And then this Zidane, which is shiny also, was from that collector pack. This card, Christian also was like, oh, that card is great and is a really good pull, and that's gonna be worth money or something. I was like, yippee! And then we've got Imari Ronso. This person, Furion the Swordmaster, some like town thing, vestige guy. And then I just liked this Garuda art. It will focus. It's confused. I don't want to press it. I'm gonna press it. Pressing it. I just liked that one. The full arts are really nice, and I don't know what any of this stuff means. I don't know what the rarity of these things are, so I'm just drawing them and I'm like, yay, maybe. I've got this guy. I'm a master. I got this guy. Ah! It's a party. Thank you very much, Captain Ben. It is now a party. So I've got this Dragoon. We got Angelo, who has... I didn't even know I got Angelo, and he's got a mean doggy on the back. Some Iron Giant guy, but not the one I know. Champions from Beyond. This one's like shiny foily from 14. This guy that Nina is in love with, I'll probably give her that. This one is some guy from 14 that is also shiny. Some grandpa guy. Zodiac Man. Summon Grandpa with his full set of acrylic nails. And then I've got Bird. Overkill, which is like Final Fantasy X stuff. Grandpa again. Some other things. This guy, he looks like a jerk. The dinosaur. What else is there? Kirsty like this one. She's like, Melon will lose his mind. Trommel, Seymour's butler. We've got Emperor of Almesia or something. We've got Blitzball Shot, some Oron, some Shiva, Zach Fair, Vraska's final Aeon, and then Jekt, which, spoilers, those are reversible. Which is so funny to me. And I didn't get a whole lot of cards from 10 that I got in the promo pack pulls. So I was happy that I bought the commander deck, because then I did end up, of course, that has a ton of cards from 10 in it. This guy, Galacat, got Vincent, Reno and Rude, boyfriends, another Emmet Selk guy, the Sorceress from 8, and then there you go, Kelly. I've got Freya Crescent. I do love a Rat Knight. And then we've got some heroes, another Garuda, and then look at that one. Do you only play paper, or do you do... I don't know what these mean. Oh, online. I've only played 4 games? Question mark? 4 games? In real life at a pre-release event. We got this guy. Barrett. Eastis. Vanille, which I didn't realize until just now. Vanille is also double-sided. And has this on the back. I'd play online, I think. Got a Seymour guy, a rat. Just a bunch of stuff. These are all the ones where I was like, either I know them or I just liked the card. And then... there's some more guys. Got a bird. Chocomog. Wizard. Black Mage's Rod. Whatever the fuck that thing says. Gold Saucer. Trino. And then these are the little things that came with the Titus Commander deck. And then the rest of the stuff I have is the Titus Commander deck. Yeah, the cards are really good. There's a lot of great artwork, and by different people. So you've got the Titus Commander card, and then there's Yuna, and those are both like shiny, foily guys. And then you've got like... I saved this thing because I thought it was funny. I don't understand what this means, but it makes me laugh. And then... you've just got like... you've got Oron, you've got... Gata and Luzu. Got like Lord Jiskel. You've even got Awaka, the traveling merchant, and Lulu and all of those, and like Yuna's whistle, and they've got the laughing card, which I'm sure everyone's pogging about. The meme for laughing. Let me see if I can find where it is. So this is a commander, so there's 100 unique like non-repeating cards in it or something like that. I'm trying to remember where the laughing one. Here it is. It's called Inspiring Call. Even Magic the Gathering memeing on my Final Fantasy. It's not supposed to be awkward and dumb. They're laughing like that on purpose to make themselves laugh. Everybody. I've got that. But yeah, there's a ton of cards in this one. And I was glad I got it because I didn't pull very much Final Fantasy X in the other packs that I got. So I'm glad that I bought extra stuff. And I'll put my... I'll put a list of the cards I've got from my deck on somewhere. Hello, K Goody. K Gooder? Or K Good Year. 2022? Was 2022 the best year for you? Three years ago. I don't remember anything I was doing. Ice Invicta. I was going through all my magic cards. I was talking to them and they're like, at the event, everyone was like, oh, you're really into magic. And I was like, I like Final Fantasy. And also, I got Bloomborough, and that is what I know. Because I did get something from Bloomborough before, including my adorable little sweet. Just like a little mouse guy. Mabel heir to Cragflame. Redwall, the Magic the Gathering. So. Then I've got to take Nina her gift tomorrow. Where can I put this? A game you're playing as we speak. Which one? Oh, Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. Camera needs focus. There it is. But yeah, that's all the stuff I got. Bloomborough was what pulled my wife and I back into Magic after 25 years away. Bloomborough was really cute. I didn't learn how to play then. I've also got, I think, a deck of some kind or commander deck that Mango made for me. That now that I kind of know what stuff means, I can go through. And see what all that is about. I've got 3, right? Because I've got my commander one, and then the one Mango made, and then the pre-release guy. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've got to go through all of them and like I need to have one day where I go on a card app and log all of the things that I have for Pokemon, because I feel like I've got to have some good stuff in my Pokemon cards because they are very old. And so there's got to be some like rare shit or something, I feel like.